Okay, working on this is devlog number 2. Um, so what I've done so far is quite a lot actually. Um, but the main takeaways, well, let's see. Now we have a bunt. I'll just play while I talk. But we have a bunt now. Aside from just having a hit, we also have a bunt. So I've got J, which is my hit, and we've got K, which is my bunt. You can see the bunt is just pops it up in the air. Kind of like when you serve a ball in tennis or volleyball. Um, you have this bunt, and the bunt actually can go in an arc. How fancy is this little arc gizmo that I've set up? So if you bunt without putting any input, you just get this, um, just a single bounce like that. But if you hold forward or backward, you get an arc that you can switch to hitting. You can kind of juggle the ball. Um, but the main thing that I've set up is actually we now have more moves. So you can see here we've got grounded attacks, aerial attacks, and bunt attacks. Um, and right down here are those modular attack scriptable objects that I set up in my last log. And this just made building these attacks so much easier. Setting everything up was pretty tricky, and getting the math, like the parabola for the bunt, was pretty tricky, I'm not gonna lie. It took about most of the day today, but it paid off because it looks really nice. And now I have a fancy arc being displayed down here in my scene. Um, but yeah, we do have directive inputs. So you can see in my input manager, um, we've got neutral, forward, backward. Same thing with grounded attacks. A neutral grounded attack, which is just the just the normal hit like this. And this is all it does. Oh, I gotta stop it from getting stuck down there somehow. I'll probably just extend the hitbox to be near the feet also, depending on the character, clearly. But we've got the neutral hit. If I hold down, we've got a downwards hit. And this one actually slows down the ball. And none of this is really final game design. I'm just messing around with different settings. So I think this one is ×1 speed multiplier, so it doesn't actually speed up the ball at all. But my up hit does, I think, by a little bit, yeah. So if I'm grounded and I hold up and hit, then I get this upward hit. But this to slow it down. You can kind of see um, the idea here, for the game design. So you got the bunt to slow down the pace of the ball, and that sets you up for another hit. Um, did I fix that bug? Oh, not quite. So when the ball hits the ceiling in a bunt, it's supposed to draw a new arc. But the way that you can see that purple arc that was just drawn there, yeah, like that. So it's supposed to calculate what would have been the peak of the arc, and basically move that to the ceiling intersection. That took so much time. I'm not gonna lie, took up most of the development today. But you can see my just straight up and down bunt, the neutral bunt, it just bounces off the ceiling, and that's not really what I want. So I'm gonna have to go back and change that. I thought I fixed that. Ugh. My game is getting to a point where there is a lot of code to sift through for each bug fix, and it is becoming pretty daunting, but it's just kind of the encouraging me to organize my code, set up debugging tools. Basically, it's good learning, Um, what was I talking about? you can see the semblance of game design though. Like you got your bunt, sets up for a hit, and that's how you would hit your opponent. Oh, and we've got aerial attacks. So depending on which direction you're holding in the air, like you got your neutral air attack. That's just the same. And then you get your neutral or your up air attack, and that one gives a little bit of an angle. And then you got your down air attack, which puts it at this nice steep angle. And then you got your spike or your dunk, which is your forward air attack. And that is just a killer angle. And that actually doubles the speed. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for today. Lots of progress. I mean, all the modular moves, it's feeling pretty good, and the character actually has a complete, well, mostly complete move set, and with just 2 buttons, so feeling pretty good about that.